Get out the insurance cards, get out the copays. The office is open, my friends. Brought to you by drroto.com.
Hey there, everybody. It's Dr. Roto. Get out the insurance cards, get out the copay. The office is open, my friends. Speaking of friends, got two of them right here with me. Willie Walls and the Great Swame, Odell Blocker. Swami, were you chasing waterfalls last week, or were you chasing rainbows, or did you make any money?
Doc, I can't say made any money. I could say didn't lose any money. And so Willie is obviously doing a little better than that. I keep being close. Like in the showdown, I made a foolish mistake, and that stopped me from tying first. I didn't play. I don't even want to say it. The other running back,
DeMercado?
No, I'm talking about for the Lions. I played the kicker instead of the other one.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, but no, that game was so wacky. JSN was breaking my heart for most of the game. He helped me cash, but that was late.
Willie, you been killing it this year?
Oh, I had a good week last year. It was good last week. See, Scooter's a single game. He's a single game slate guy. I like the 2 game slate. The single game be kicking me in the ass, just like week 2 kicked me in the ass. The past week 2, week 3 was good, but week 2 was kicked me in the ass. I made a fundamental mistake on something. I should have went with Pearsall instead of Jacoby Myers, and I would have finished even better. But hey,
that would have been top 10, I think.
Yeah.
Last week was a tough week because if you didn't have the Vikings defense, you weren't winning.
Yeah.
We had the Vikings defense, Doc.
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I put up like 160 with the Raiders defense.
Oh, yeah. The Raiders defense was cheeks.
I mean, I've had the Vikings defense. I mean, I know I'd have to switch a couple things out, but that was a humongous difference. 30-point difference. So
I mean, it won't happen again, but listen, it was they were impressive. Very impressive.
They were. And Cincinnati was very
unimpressive.
Yeah, they are in serious. Listen, they were already kind of in trouble anyway, but that line is horrible, and Brown is struggling big time. He is getting hit behind the line and everything. You remind me of the Raiders line run wise. I just don't like their line run wise.
Do you remember David Carr?
Yes, who got sacked like 199 times.
This guy was a good quarterback. Like if he was on a good team, he would probably be one of the top, players of his generation. But he got killed. Burrow, same thing. Cincinnati has this great player, and they are surrounding him with like middle schoolers versus it's crazy. Gonna get this dude killed.
Yeah. I mean, it's a shame, but that's partly on his fault because they wanted, instead of going for lineman, they wanted to sign the other receiver.
Higgins.
Big contract, yeah.
Right.
And,
I would have sacrificed T. Higgins and got myself 3 linemen.
Yeah, you ain't right.
And I'd have took any of these guys in the draft that we see doing well right now.
Right.
Yeah, and you gonna get T. Higgins all that money, man? Come on, man.
All right, let's kick it off this week, guys. The Falcons against the Commanders. Your Commanders. Now, Willie, I'm going to give you advice from a man that you and I both know well. His name is Tommy G. Tommy G would say whoever sucked the most last week would be a guy that he would play this week. Nobody sucked worse than Michael Penix Jr. last week. Could he be a GPP dart throw this week?
Well, you saw what Geno Smith did against us. I mean, in garbage time, but I still not going to play that dude. No, thank you. Even though I think Atlanta's going to beat him. I mean, we got no Jaden Daniels. We have no Scary Terry. Night to the Commanders. And he throwing, Mariota throwing to me, Scooter, and you. That's what he's throwing to in this game. I ain't playing none of those Commander receivers. No, thank you.
Would you play Debo?
No, thank you. I'm not playing nobody. I am out on the Commanders. They gotta beat me this week, And I just think that it's going to be a ho hum thing for the Falcons. I mean, of course, Bijan could always do what he does, but man, I am not. I'm not gonna be part of this game. I'll let y'all guys have this game.
Swami, you want anything in this game? I do like a couple of guys in this game on the Falcons side.
Doc, you bring up an interesting point. I probably started the night thinking like Willie. And then, the last couple of statements that you made me think Penix would be interesting. Geno had a great game. He's due to bounce back. He's at home. You would expect that Washington might be able to maybe do a little something, even without Scary Terry, because it seemed like Mariota was at least able to move the ball. Yeah, they got some big plays and some, not necessarily on script, but I could see where we could get something out of here. If you said you was interested in Robinson, Penix, maybe Drake and Luke or Debo, I could. Doc, you gonna make me at least try that one time. I'll do one Treyway and put that in there.
I don't hate Mooney either. Mooney at home against Washington hasn't done anything yet. Call me crazy. Crazier things have happened than Penix to Mooney for a 35-yard touchdown.
Pitt's price is interesting as well.
It is.
They are giving him I'm talking about you get him with a bag of chips this week.
So I think there's Falcons in play here. I don't think anybody wants to play them, and that's why maybe not Penix, but London, Pitts, and Mooney. I may sprinkle some of that in. It's going to feel gross, but it could pay off.
The only one I would try would be Mooney. At that price point, and I got some other quarterbacks I could use over Mr. Penix.
And Mariota's still a man of interest, Doc, despite what Willie said there.
Yeah, I mean, sure, he runs, right? And the Falcons have guys who want to come and pursue. If Mariota could find that hole, all of a sudden you're looking at a 20, 30-yard gain. It's possible. All right. Is it possible that the Saints keep it within 20 points of the Buffalo Bills, Swami? Or is it possible that Josh Allen and James Cook are going to break the slate again?
It's probably looking like either Josh Allen or Cook are going to break the slate. I'm thinking it feels like one of those ones where this will probably be over at the half. I mean, but we've seen a lot of weird stuff, but I just can't. It's just no scenario. The Saints are awful. Even that little bit of magic that we're seeing happening with, say, Johnson or the targets that are lobbies, it's just not enough. They're not doing enough with it. They're not able to run the ball. The Saints are just awful right now.
Can you play Olave? The dude could go 9 for 72 this week.
I think at his price, it wouldn't be crazy. You think they're going to be down probably double digits most of the game, but the Saints are just so bad, man. Oof.
I don't know if you have Olave, right, and he goes 9 for 72, Willie, and he finds the end zone, he's breaking the slate.
He's not breaking the slate. If was a fifth, we all be drunk. I'm just saying. But listen, I understand what you're saying. I mean, listen, Olave has got 13, 10, and 14 targets, so he's getting targeted. If I had to play somebody in this game, it would not be because I think Mr. Allen will be sipping coolers in the second half of this game here. It would be, because one thing that's kind of surprised me this year has been Cook, and his usage is definitely different than it was before. 18, 22, and 22 touches in the first 3 games. Last year, he had 3 games all year with more than 15 touches. So do
you think they scale him back this week?
Yeah, they could, but what I'm saying is, how are they going to blow him out? And the way that they can blow him out is the Cook could get his by halftime. You know what I mean? And then Harley played in the third quarter. What I'm saying is he's been a presence in all 3 games, whether blowout or not. Because that Jets game was a blowout, but he got his, and he got his early.
Let me ask you this. We don't ever know who the receiver is on the Bills because there's so many guys. It's hard to pin it down. Would you guys consider playing Allen Cook and just get as many Bills touchdowns as you possibly can?
I would play Cook. If I had to play anything in this game, it would be Cook and Olave, and I'll leave it alone from there.
Okay.
But
Swami?
Allen's definitely in play, for sure. No question. I like Willie's two guys, but Allen's in play. He could easily, I saw somebody put in chat, have 6 total, and I could believe that. Easy.
I like Willie's guys too. I don't hate Allen Cook, because I figure I'm getting every touchdown except for like the Mitch Trubisky one late. But we'll see.
Right. And that's the problem. As long as he's not in there too early, Doc. That's my concern.
Right, that's true. He comes in the third quarter, I'm screwed. All right. The Lions against the Browns, guys. This one's interesting. Lions played really, really well the last couple weeks. They were cheeks week 1, looked really good the last couple weeks. Cleveland coming off the big win. Now they got to go on the road, Willie? I mean, Quinshon Judkins is a man. That dude's a man. I don't care how 21, 22, he's playing like a man. But at the same point, you've got Laporta, who's interesting. Jared Goff's at home. Gibbs didn't do much last week. We saw more of Montgomery. What do you like in this one?
I tell you, man, listen, it took because Lamar is so much in front of everybody this year. Lamar is, unfortunately, he's had a couple of fumbles that kind of messed him up, for in his games there. But people that play Cleveland, man, Cleveland will knock you out a little bit, man. Cleveland got a hell of a defense, man. Matter of fact, in this game, you got the 2 highest pressure rate, 12.5 for the Browns, 11.7 for the Lions in sack rate. You know what I mean? So, so it's like, I mean, Cleveland, they pressure. But one thing they do is they play that man coverage, 49% of the time. So Golf has improved in this spot. When he's been pressured, he's been on point.
What about Jamison Williams? What about Sam Laporta against man coverage?
Yeah, I mean, of course, for me, it would be Armon, for me to go there, because Jamison is in and out. And this Judkins guy, man, this guy's for real. This guy is nice. I mean, he only played 2 games, but this guy, 4.8 yards. The thing, he got 4.8 yards per carry after getting hit behind the line, and the league average is 1.8. I mean, this guy got a little juice to him. That being said, though, listen, I don't want nobody from Cleveland's offense in this game going against the Lions. And I think you can play the pass game for the Lions if you want to. It would be a GPP play, but they would not be a core for me because I think they're going to just slap the hell out of them. But I think it's going to be in the pass game because against the run, let me tell you something. This Cleveland team shuts you down, so they are physical. So this is going to be an interesting game, but I think the dam is going to break late because you know how Detroit is. Detroit does not. They just start going for it. The dam might break late in this game where they get a lot of garbage touchdowns. But I'm not into anybody big in this game. I think because I want a back and forth, and I don't think it's going to be no back and forth in this game.
Swami, Willie had mentioned St. Brown. I like St. Brown against zone defenses, not man defenses. Man, I like Laporta. And somebody did write Jamison Williams could be the slate breaker when Jameis goes for his 2 for 83 and 2 touchdowns. Who are you playing in this game, if anybody?
Doc, it's not looking good for this game. I think I play St. Nick before I play St. Brown. I like both defenses. Surprisingly, again, the Browns, I'm talking about, Doc, as you know, Phil, men lie and women lie. But the numbers don't. And the Browns are punching folks in the mouth. I do not think, again, because of turnovers, maybe short fields, maybe you back the defense up, you can score some points, but it doesn't feel like you'll have that big fantasy day that we're talking about. They're not giving a lot up. Williams is somebody who I would say, because his ability to take it and just hit a big play. And if he can get 2 of those before, the game is probably out of hand or not really, the Browns just not able to do anything. But I don't like it, Doc. I definitely, you could talk yourself into it because, somebody's likely to score, but I don't like it. No, thank you.
All right, Patriots against the Panthers. Chuba Hubbard popped up with a calf injury. I'd be worrying about calf injuries. We know what those lead to. I don't wish that on anybody, and I hope that doesn't happen to Chuba because I like him. Drake May, always in play. Drake May, better guys when he has time to throw. Hunter Henry had a great week last week. McMillan's questionable, but I think he goes. Travion Henderson, I don't know what's going on there, but after all the fumbling, does he get more opportunity? And if he does, Swami, the Panthers' run defense is bad. Maybe Henderson's a crazy play. What do you think?
I hate that Henry went off the first week. We probably didn't have him, and then I feel like we'd be chasing him this week. But Henry seems like it could be something. If it wasn't for Ramondre doing, he made it even worse. I don't even know if you could trust it. If he even if they get the ball back, if he puts it on a carpet, you think his day's over with. And he has been more effective than the other guys to this point. It's an ugly situation. I think you can like May, his ability to run, and probably this week they're going to trust him probably in the red zone and not hand the ball off. I just think May's interesting. May, maybe Hunter. I don't think I like the rest of it, especially with Chuba being banged up. And I think New England's playing decent on at home. So no thank you.
Willie, Travion Henderson to Troy McMillan. McMillan's popping up all over the place in optimizers and simulations. Christian Gonzalez is expected back. He's a good cover guy. Anything in this game for you?
I mean, May has played well. He's thrown for multiple touchdowns the past 2 games. But Carolina, surprisingly, has not been that bad against the pass. You know what I mean? So, you know, and I think Travion Henderson is a GPP play this game. You know, I think he's a GPP play. Listen, but that game was so bad. They had 5 times. I mean, they just shot themselves in the foot. I mean, those turnovers were. I mean, Stevenson, what are you doing? Are you kidding me? You know, and that's why May in the second half got all those touches because of that. So I don't know. I mean, I know the coach was trying to be supportive of Stevenson, but man, you know,
I don't know what magic beans Henderson has sold you and Willie, but y'all been singing his praises. I hope the guy y'all are looking for shows up one of these weeks. At this point, I ain't seen nothing magical about this Joker yet. I mean, y'all just hold it in there. Y'all just keep holding it in.
One week he's going to hit Swami, and that's going to be the week you don't have him.
Just like you're going to have a sprinkle of a game, I'm going to have a sprinkle of this rascal to him. He's not a core. Let me get this straight. Not a core.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
that sprinkle might.
I'm a sprinkle.
Right there. Right what Permar says. You've got to be a week ahead. See, Swami, we're chasing Hunter Henry points this week, right? You're chasing them. Now you can't get him. Now you don't. I don't want to play Henry this week, even if I think he's a good matchup, which he is. I don't want to play him because I don't want to chase points.
Right. And I agree with being a week ahead. I don't know about 5 weeks ahead. That's the concern here.
All right, let's talk about a game here which has me excited, actually. The New York Football Giants against the Chargers. So, Swami, we've got the cheap quarterback, which you know I like in Jackson Dart.
Yeah.
We got Scattaboo, who, let me just tell you, his numbers last week were reminiscent of Alvin Kamara with the catches and the runs and the receiving yards. I didn't say it looked like Kamara, Willie. I didn't say he ran as fast as Kamara. He just had good numbers like Kamara. Malik Neighbors is finally going to get the football. On the other side, Hampton in a great spot, Swami. Herbert, great spot. Lad McConkey, great spot. Keenan Allen, 7 catches away from beating Marvin Harrison's record. There's a lot going on here. Unpack it for me, Swami.
So here's what I'll say first. I think it was the right move for the Giants to get Dart in there. I think it's the right time. They got, they've been at least playing competitive football. Again, through the preseason, he showed, because it was a lot of folks. It was a controversy around, the quarterbacks in this year's draft, but he has proven he can play ball, and he has earned a spot to get in there early in the season where he can probably make some noise and really kind of develop and grow throughout the season. But I don't know if the Chargers is necessarily the team he's going to be able to showcase all of his stuff against. I think they might get down early and it might be, he might show something and maybe get in there, especially what I like most about those more affordable quarterbacks, Doc, is the ones that like to scramble. Because I think when that pass rush get after him, he can find some lanes in there, he can get out. I think that's where he can bring some value. And if he can start to find those receivers and heat up quick, it could become very interesting very quick. That's why I like him from a GPP perspective as well and a value play. So while I don't know he'll be able to do it against the Chargers because they're just playing good ball, I do like the shot. But I can't give it more than that right now, Doc, because that Chargers team can be, they could probably rough them up pretty good.
Willie, Hampton, McConkey, Quentin Johnston, Keenan Allen, Justin Herbert. Playing, fading, what are you doing?
Nah, well, first of all, Hampton is a play. Okay. I mean, Hampton is a play. The Giants give up 5.2 yards per carry, against the running back. He is definitely in play. And you saw what happened, when unfortunately he went out the game. He dominated the carries there. So I do like Hampton. Plus, he could catch the ball, so he doesn't bulk. Yeah, he can catch the ball. Now, when it comes to McConkey and man, I just think you got too much Quentin Johnson and Keenan Allen the way he played, man. I mean, he's not getting it, even though they're bad against the slot, man. I mean, it's just they too close together and they take away, they eat each other. You know what I mean? So that's gonna be a no for Mr. McConkey for me. I mean, but the person I'm interested in, but let me say this. There's something about that Dart that he got something special about him. I'll say that. So I'm gonna take a couple of chances. And you got to remember, even though the Chargers, they played well, but they still gave it. Brown had 10 of 16, 99 yards, Myers 6 of 12, 68, and Sutton 6 8 and 118 yards and a touchdown. So they still could get thrown on. So, and I just think that we don't know what Dart's going to do because you're going to see it, but he's got that arm, a live arm, and he scrambles. So he can make this a little interesting. You're playing at home. So I think this could be a more interesting game. So I'm going to have a couple of, GPP plays in this game to take a shot for him in this game. Because I think Neighbors is going to be an interesting guy because what Dart does when he scrambles can unlock Neighbors.
So let's look at this comment here. Scatterboo will disappoint. Dart won't be checking it down. He'll either chuck it downfield or run. Does that make Scatterboo guys slightly of a fade? Going to your point, Willie, that Dart to Neighbors may be the generational play this week.
That's where I'm going to go, and I'll run it back against Hampton. I'll run it back, Hampton. I have those three in there because very rare everybody's going to go to Scatterboo. He might be Assaboo. You don't know what it's going to be this week. So, I said.
Swami, are you peekabooing or is he Assabooing? What are you doing?
Not this week. I like him. I like the way he plays. I like the way he runs. But I think this week, unless they are, targeting him out the backfield enough so that I can feel better about it, I just don't know if they will. I'm hoping they're going downfield. I'm hoping Dart is throwing darts. Mm-hmm. So I would probably want to bet that side of it. Like, Willie, give me Neighbors, give me Dart, maybe, Robinson, something like that, and just take my shot. And hopefully they have, that light in the bottle.
I think your friend Lathan, Dart solo feels good to me. Do I need to stack it? I get a cheap Dart and I get other guys in.
But the stack is only, Doc, if we're saying that, he come in and he light it up, right? But I think if you played it just Dart, I don't think you go wrong with that. But I'm coming back with at least Hampton or Allen. Yeah.
Right. That makes sense. All right, let me go to a game where we should be able to go through this, as Willie would say, pass. He says that very eloquently, by the way. The Titans against the Texans. I'm going to give you three players because I can't imagine any more than three that anybody would want in this game. There's Nico Collins. There's maybe Calvin Ridley, maybe. And I'm going to give you a name. Trevor mentioned this name the other night. Woody Marks. Don't look at me like I have 3 heads.
No.
Nick
Woody,
Chubb stinks. He cannot run. Woody Marks looks faster. He's got a good – he can catch out of the backfield. He led the nation for the last 3 years receiving out of the backfield, Willie. Woody Marks might be a man of interest.
I'm not going to play him, but I see what you're talking about because but I picked him up in season long. I picked him up in about 3 or 4 leagues. And the reason being is this guy is now getting caught up where it was even up. And the film don't lie. He looks better than Chubb does. So I'm just saying this guy is starting to pick up something, but I'm not playing him in this game, man. No, thank you on that. Woody got to beat me. So
are you going to play Nico, Christian?
I think Nico is where you could play Nico and Puka in the same lineup. I think Nico is a man of interest, so I will have maybe like Nika and Puka, put them together in a lineup, and I can just do a one-off with Nico.
Swami, what you doing here? Anything?
Doc, while I think from a matchup perspective, I could see somebody having some interest in the backs. Both teams just aren't running the ball well. And that's, if they were, then Pollard would even be in play. But Doc, I'm talking Woody Allen, Woody Woodpecker, maybe Woody from YSL, or just some of the Woodies I would play this week before I'm playing Willie Marks. Just not happening, Doc. They're not playing well enough. But what I would take a fly on is our guy Nico. It may be coming back with our buddy on the other side again, last week's cheap bastard that got into the end zone on the other side. But Calvin Ridley.
Ayamanor?
Yes, Calvin Ridley is suspended. I cannot. I'll let everybody else keep trying to be a week ahead.
All right, let's go to one more 1 o'clock game because I love the 4 o'clock games, by the way. The 1 o'clocks are kind of cheeks. The Eagles and the Bucks, guys. You can't run on Tampa, but you can throw on Tampa. Jalen Hurts finally threw the football last week. Took him almost the first half. They didn't want to throw it, but they finally did. A.J. Brown, man, he's good. Saquon could catch 6 or 7 passes this week. Devonta Smith hasn't done much. At the other side, Swami, maybe Bucky Irving. There's no Mike Evans. Are we touching this game? But I don't know. It feels like this game could either explode or totally disappoint.
I see the boom or bust. I see where you're going. If I had to pick something this week, Doc, I'm feeling like A.J. Brown, Abuka. If I want to play a little crazy, I think this was going to be one of those games. If Mike Evans was playing, Doc is.
I know.
Let me just say, I think Brown, Abuka is what I'd like to take. I'm gonna let Willie have the rest of
it. First of all, I'm gonna be very succinct and very quick in what I say. So in 5 games, career starts against the Bucks, he's got 5 touchdowns and 5 interceptions. They blitzed the hell out of his ass, and guess what? No, thank you. In that run game against that big rascal in the middle for Tampa, no, thank you. This game is a pass for everybody. Pass.
Pass. All right, we're passing. We're passing. We're passing. All right, let's get to the 4 o'clock games. There's 4 of them. I like 3 of them a lot. Let's do the one that's slightly poo-poo-ish. Jacksonville against the 49ers.
Ooh, yeah. Oof.
Talk to me here because I can't see a world where I'm not playing Christian McCaffrey, Swami. I don't care what he costs. This could be one of those 140 total yards and 2 touchdown games.
McCaffrey's definitely in play. And the only person I can give a nod to another side right now is Strange. If anything else happens, that would be Strange as well. It just wouldn't be Brenton Strange. So right now, just give me those 2. I would be mad if we knew what was going on with Jennings or Pearsall. That would be the other place I might be curious about. But it's just The Jacksonville team is, again, they're as close to the Saints as you can get right now. They're just not playing very well. Defense is playing. Hold on, let me take
Defense
that
is playing
back.
good.
That defense is very interesting, especially at 2,500 again this week. Their ability to force turnovers and get after the quarterback, especially if, I don't know. I think Mr. Purdy isn't expected to go, right, Doc? Has he been
I mean,
ruled
he's
out?
playing because Mac Jones can't walk.
I think I might like that. They'll lean on McCaffrey. He'll definitely get him out the game. He'll probably have a big game, but that Jacksonville defense is interesting.
Willie, McCaffrey, yes or no? You have 100 lineups. How many is McCaffrey in for you?
Maybe 3 or 4.
What?
Yeah, because
What are you smoking? You smoking your own crack?
I get it, guys. I get what you're saying, but that line has been terrible too. If you look at the line, he's got 28 touches for 140 yards. That's a lot of touches. Pretty soon, I can see a little breakdown.
Right. So you play him until he does.
Yeah, I understand, but what I'm saying to you is he's 8,500 too, right? He's 8,500.
Right.
And what I'm saying in this game is I think the defenses might be better than what we think in this game, because Lawrence turns the ball over, right? He turns the ball over, but Jacksonville's defense has been decent. And now it's going to be a no thank you on offense because that Hunter plays more possessions on defense than he does on offense. So, this Parker Washington been a little sneaky guy and I don't know what Brian Thomas did to Lawrence because I know he don't like him or something went on.
Parker Washington he loves.
Yeah, he loves Parker Washington. So I'm not mad at Parker Washington for a little thing in this game, but I'm just telling you. And I think if Jennings come back, then it's going to be a no for, because that for me, when Jennings is out, that's when McCaffrey and Pearsall is more in play, when they getting all of that thing. But if Jennings come back, it's going to be a no to you. I understand I'm going to have McCaffrey in a couple, but he's not going to be a core for me. He's not going to be a core.
Please allow some conventional wisdom to come in here.
Mr. Swami, go ahead.
They've won 3 games, 2 of which they scored under 18 points, which means McCaffrey is having very good fantasy days without scoring points. And if you expected this game will get up around 44 points and they're expected to win the game, that means that there's going to be a couple of touchdowns scored this game. And it's likely that Mr. Caffrey can get both of those touchdowns. And if it's more to be had in this game, it means he at least have 30. This could be his 30 spot.
This could be his 30. That's what I'm afraid of. This could be his 30 week, Swami. And Trevor said it the other night. And at first I was thinking what Willie thought, like that's a lot of money. But Trevor's like, he could break the slate and you don't have him. I figure on my teams this week, I will have Puka and I'll have McCaffrey and I'll figure the rest out.
Right.
I'm not saying
look at the rest of it. It's some tough matchups.
Right. So let me just get the best 2 players in the slate.
Yes, sir.
I mean, I'm not mad because Puka is going to be a staple, but I will maybe put McCaffrey in a couple more, but he's not going to be a core for me. That's all. I mean, what do you want me to tell you?
I want you to tell you that he's going to be a core and that you're wrong and that I'm right.
Okay, but I'm joking. And it could be, but what I'm just saying is it's been a rough road for those runs.
No, you're right. The offensive line's been putrid, really. Putrid.
And Doc, that Quentin Joker, he said that McCaffrey was chalk. I think Hampton might be chalk on this slate. And
Scatterbo.
Yeah, I think because of McCaffrey's price, I don't think his ownership will be as high. I think folks might try to get away from him because of his price.
All right, let's get to the 3 games that could explode on this slate. Colts, Rams. It's a big game. It's a good game here. I mean, Stafford, Puka, Devontae Adams, guys, dealing with an injury. I think he goes, but we don't know that for sure. Kyron Williams, Jonathan Taylor, Michael Pittman, Daniel Jones, Swami. There's so much to like here. And I didn't even give you my favorite play for the Colts in this game, a man named Josh Downs.
Not mad at Downs. I thought my favorite play probably coming into the week was probably Warren. I just feel like they had a lot of trouble last week without CD Lamb in there, so he just seems like he could eat. I think they'll probably focus on Taylor, or at least try to slow him down, and I think that could kind of open things up for Warren. I can see Downs operating in that same area, but because I think Jones is already kind of looking Warren's way, I just feel like it could be one of those at least 7-8 catch weeks for him, and if he's able to get the score, I think he might be, one of those plays I like a lot. And then on the other side, we already talked about Puka, but I think Williams Kyron seems like a man of interest this week as well. So they are probably
Is Stafford a man of interest, Swami?
I remember we said this, Doc. If you like at least two of their players, I know we talk about receivers, we like two players. I think it puts the quarterback in play because this game, they'll likely try to score some points. I just feel like both teams or respect the other team, and they're going to come in and try to win this game. The Colts are 3-0. I think they're going to be throwing the ball around a little bit. Something about this game I like, even though I know it's not perfect, Willie.
All right, I want to address Permar before I go to Willie. Downs plays when they're losing. If they're winning, you don't see Downs. They go 2 wide receiver sets. So I think they're going to be losing this game to the Rams, which is why you're going to see Downs. All right, Willie, talk to me about this game.
Well, let me say this. This is a game where you could play the 2 receivers and leave the quarterback out. And that's when you might put Mr. Dart in there because he has rushing upside, because Stafford has been bad in some of these teams, even though because these 2 guys get 37% and 30%. It's 8 receivers that receive 30% usage in the league. 2 of them is on this team. Now, what scares me is I don't like no daggone hammy. You understand what I'm saying? I see that. I see the hammy thing in there. So definitely Puka is a lock for me in this slate here. But the guy that I like a lot is what Swami mentioned, Mr. Williams. I like him a lot in this game. Give me some Mr. Williams in this game. I think Daniel Jones is in play in this game because remember, they're missing their cornerback. They're missing their cornerback, and they're missing a cornerback for the Rams, their top corner. So I think, what's that guy's name? I'll give you his
Cameron
name.
Kitchens?
No. They just out, and what's the name ate him up against it. I'm trying to think.
Witherspoon?
Witherspoon is out. So
yeah, Emmanuel Forbes is awful. Like he's awful.
Yeah, but and so what I'm saying to you is, and y'all ain't mentioned the guy that I'm interested in this game. Now forget Mr. Downs. He don't make a difference for when this guy's out. When Mr. Mitchell's out, the guy that gets it is that AD
Mitchell.
AD Mitchell at 3,100. This guy gets 94. He gets like 94% of the routes, 91% of the dropbacks. That's the guy that I like in this game. And I think that I think Daniel Jones is in play. I think he is in play. I think Pittman. Remember Pittman is becoming
in play.
It's becoming Pittman again because they got somebody who could play. Because remember, this is the first time that they had a quarterback one play in all 3 games since Mr. Luck, and this hasn't been one in 4 straight games since to the great Mr. Manning. But what I'm saying is, Mr. Jones have been balling. But an interesting way to play him is playing both the receivers.
Who has Indianapolis played this year?
They played
Denver. They played Miami.
Yeah.
And who else?
Oh, they
Tennessee.
Who?
Tennessee.
So my question is this: has Daniel Jones been pressured like he will be on Sunday by the Rams pass rush?
He has not. But okay.
I'm just asking that question.
Denver.
Okay.
Denver. And matter of fact, Daniel Jones, when he pressured us, it's surprisingly he's been good this year. I was the biggest non-Daniel Jones guy on it, but he's
playing good football. And when you play good football, Doc, a lot can happen on Sunday. And right now, the Colts will have a shot to go 4-0 on the road.
100%. I mean, the Rams are susceptible.
They also susceptible. That's why I think this game can shoot out.
Okay.
Because I think you got two good offenses, and sometimes when you got two good offenses, and you got good play calling, not dumb play calling. You understand what I'm saying? I think this game could be interesting.
I think Sean McVay is going to be different this week because he cost them last week. His 6 field goals was so conservative. You don't go to Philadelphia and kick field goals. You got to go to Philadelphia and score touchdowns. If he kicks field goals this week, they will lose to the Colts.
Yeah, he got up early, got comfortable, and then he pulled a John Harbaugh.
Yep.
I've seen it a lot.
You have. I know you have. All right.
Awful.
Let's get to these last couple of games here. The Ravens and Chiefs. Man, Swami, could you imagine that both of these teams are at 1-2? One of these teams are going to be 1-3. Who is it going to be? The Ravens can't stop anybody on defense, but the Chiefs don't have that much on offense.
And I think both teams, believe it or not, and I know you all watch the games. Most of them were in prime time. Both teams have made a lot of mistakes, and from folks you wouldn't expect it to. Kelsey running wrong routes or stopping on routes. I mean, King Henry, I can't say anything bad about him, but him putting the ball on the carpet, doing the witching hour is just unimpressive right now. And so both teams are just finding ways to lose games, and both teams need this game. And that's why I think we're going to get a good football game. And right now, despite the mistakes in the fourth quarter, the Ravens are still probably playing a little bit better. Obviously, I'm biased, but they're playing a little bit better on both sides of the ball. And if they're able to keep Patrick Mahomes and that little shaky offense they got off the field, then I think the Ravens can probably take the air out the football and really, like, maybe not just totally push them around, but at least enough where the score stays low and they get out of there. Can it shoot out? Sure, I don't like it.
Swami, Chiefs are pretty good against the run. Who do you like? Do you like Zay Flowers? Did nothing last week. Bateman showed up. Doesn't feel like an Andrews week to me, but there's a lot of guys there. Dontez Walker, DeAndre Hopkins. There's a lot of bodies there for the Ravens. Who do you like?
If I had to pick one, it'd probably be Flowers, mostly because he was quiet last week. But I think Henry is the kind of person where you keep pounding him, you keep giving him the rock, giving him opportunities to wear down that defense. I don't think you get away from him just because it's up. You're going to have to take that out of the football. You're going to have to convert on third down. And you keep till he breaks loose when they trying to come up and fill all those gaps. I just think they got to run King Henry that had to go into Arrowhead and win the game. I just don't think you can get away from that. No, sir.
Willie, talk to me here. Kelsey has a great matchup. The Ravens are putrid against tight ends, like legitimately bad. But he's been bad.
Yeah, I think Swift took all his powers away. If I'm thinking about it, I mean, because he playing stupid. At times, just like I said, he calls that interception. This game, even though it shows it, but the only one I want to play is Lamar. You know what I mean? And Flowers, because Lamar's a spreader. He like one for you, and likely back too. You know what I mean? So one for you, one for you, one for you, one for you. And then everybody else could be, so nobody took over the game, but it'd just be Lamar getting his 32, 33 points, So I'm definitely I got an interest in Lamar for sure. I got an interest in Lamar. Because listen, he's been balling. It hasn't been his fault. They've been doing everything they're supposed to do. And he did something against that Cleveland defense in the second half that everybody else has been getting, curb stomped.
Are you paying for Lamar or are you paying for Josh Allen?
I will pay for Lamar because I think this game will be more competitive. even though I think the Ravens are going to win. Because listen, one thing I'll say about Mahomes, despite his lack of weapons that he has, and that's what he has, he's a competitor. So if you're looking for best, listen, the Mahomes is going to get some rush yards in this game. I guarantee he'll run the ball over 5 times and have some rush yards. But the Ravens, I see the Ravens winning this game by 10. I don't see them Kansas City scoring because they don't score a lot of points like that. They are ugly. I can't. Their backs are doo-doo.
The Chiefs are so bad now, guys. Pacheco looks like he and Nick Chubb are hanging out. What about Tyquan Thornton? That's
the only guy I got interest in because I don't trust what's his name getting back. I don't know how many snaps he's going to play in this game. So I heard he got a brace and all this kind of stuff. So I just don't. They're seeing things I'm not seeing, but I don't want to play nobody from the Kansas City side. To be honest with you, I don't want to play nobody from the side. The only one I want to play for the Ravens side, honestly, is Lamar.
Doc, voice of reason. The Chiefs are 1-2. They're going to be competitive at home. They're not just going to lay down. They're going to come out there and give a great effort. Kelsey could be involved. I don't like it, though, because I just don't like him. That's not the same Kelsey. That's Jason. That's somebody else's. And I don't know who the hell that is. That's not the Hall of Famer. He is a shell of himself right now. And I don't know if I like it. But I will say, I think Thornton, they got something going. The Ravens been having trouble with, I think, those type of receivers. And maybe Bateman could be a man of interest. But your question about, is it Allen or Lamar? I think I'm taking those 6 touchdowns in Buffalo and hope that Allen gets most of those than I am hoping that Lamar rushes for over 100 yards.
All right, let's get to this last game here. The Bears against the Raiders.
Sure.
Caleb actually played well last week, but of course Dallas sucks. Rome was not built in a day, but he was built in a year and a quarter. He looks pretty darn good. Luther Burden got involved. The slot against the Raiders is a layup. On the other side, Jacoby Myers is good. And Genty might do something. Bowers could do something. We got a lot going on here. Swami, there's a ton to like here. We got to figure out, or do we just stack the crap out of this one and hope it explodes?
Doc, I know that's a scientific term or a term of art. But you got to stack the crap out of it, Doc. There's no way you can get it wrong. The only, I think, literally, you can shake the bag up going, the only play I do not like this week, so I think it'd be easy to start there, is Mr. Trey Tucker won't be in one lineup. I gotta fade him. That's it. Everybody else I think is in play. The other person I'm slightly down on, not so much because I don't think he can do anything in this game, but more so is because it seemed like the other guys are starting to emerge, and that's Mr. Moore. He doesn't seem like he is the guy anymore there. Yeah. So I'm probably down, definitely down on Moore. I'm staying away from Tucker, and I would probably be looking more at Myers. Bowers, as Walls would say, is something like 44 weeks. He is due. He's just been due, but it's just.
Is he due or do? Is he due or do, Swami?
He's going to be due this week. I'm going to hold off on any other dues right now. And the reason is, again, I think that everybody else has been, showing up. And so that's going to get everybody from just focusing on Bowers. Now they got to look at some of these other guys, and that's going to open it up, I think, for both Myers and maybe Genty. So I like everything except for Tucker. That's just because of his week last week.
Yeah, I don't want to chase those Tucker points, Willie, at all.
I'm going to disagree with you on this because everybody's saying the same thing you're saying. And quite frankly, Tucker has been balling his ass off this year. He really has. He's getting the targets. It's not like he's getting like one catch or two. He's getting the targets. He's getting the targets, and he's running big boy routes. Okay, he's doing digs. He's doing the crossing patterns. He's running big boy routes. What do Chicago struggle with?
Big boy routes?
Speed. You understand what I'm saying? The dude is only 24 years old. He's 24. So maybe he is better. Geno's thrown 4 touchdowns. Who have they been to? Tucker. You understand what I'm saying? So what I'm saying, all 4 has been to Tucker. I hear what you're saying, but until that price point is where it is, I got some interest in Mr. Tucker because everybody's saying the same thing, but I like them both.
So how are you playing this game, Willie? How are you playing it?
The way I would play this game is this. I know about Genty, but just like this other thing, when you got a bad offensive line against the run, it's kind of, even though the Bears have given up 142, 166, and I get it, I see it, but man, for something that this line just looks bad. But the way I will play it, I will play either quarterback, and I do like Bowers this week because Myers is out. When Myers is out, that means that he's getting all that stuff.
Why is Myers out?
Myers got a concussion.
What?
He's out. He'll be out this game. Myers got a concussion.
Miss that? Please hold.
Let me look.
Jacoby Myers, Michael Mayer.
I didn't mean to say
easy
Myers.
there, Chester. Easy there. Jacoby Myers is playing.
Mayer.
Mayer is out.
I'm sorry. Yes, Mayer. Well, but listen, but when he's out though, he's gonna get all the routes.
That's true.
So I just think so. He won't be sharing. He's gonna be greedy, and he need to be greedy because he's been ass the last few weeks. So he needs to be greedy. Geno's in play. And listen, so Raiders lead the NFL with 15 pass plays over 20 yards.
Right.
Bears 12 pass plays over 20 yards. So you got to wonder, both guys struggle against speed. You understand what I'm saying? So Caleb is in play. Geno's in play. I mean, the run games, even I'm gonna take a couple of things with Genty. If
you were doing a single entry lineup, what would it look like?
If I'm doing a single entry lineup, I mean, and since everybody thinks the same way, I'm gonna overstack this game. I'm just gonna overstack it. I can have a doomsday. Okay, I can have a doomsday. I can have Bowers. I will have Tucker since everybody else is going against
Tucker, Bowers, a doomsday, and one of the quarterbacks.
Yeah, one of the quarterbacks, and it could be Caleb because Caleb is a spreader too, and I think Caleb is in play. And another tight end that I think is in play is the other tight end for Chicago. I think he's in play in this game. I think you could stack 5 people in this game. Listen, I like Myers too. I'm gonna play them both, but you're poo-pooing on Mr. Tucker. You haven't been Mr. Tucker is running big boy routes, so I think he's in play.
Please, all of the camera 3, bring it in. Hey, fans out there in TV land, and I know Mr. Myers and Mr. Mayers and Bowers, you all are great fans of the show. We appreciate your support. Here's the truth. Tucker had 2 catches week 1. He had 3 catches for 12 yards with 2. I don't know about these fantastic routes. He's talking about the gotcha bottom of your screen, but he's clearly gone to the happy hour. He's my buddy, but he likes his canteen is empty. I don't know what he's talking about. Stay away from that guy this week. I don't care what he do. Let's live with it. Anyway, Doc, back to our regularly scheduled program. What he talking about is what?
Mr. Tucker, the last 2 games, sir, it's all about what? It's all about targets, right? Do you agree? Yes or no?
No.
He's had 9 targets and 8 targets.
Because Bowers and Myers are down, we're expecting it to swing back.
No, what I'm telling you is this: the dude is in on 90-something% of the plays. He's playing. That's what I'm saying, dude. This guy, listen, Tito will
have to beat me, Willie.
I understand. I get it, but because listen, what I'm saying to you is this: since everybody is feeling the same way, you follow what I'm saying? A lot of people, his ownership is less than most people. But I look at it.
I agree with. I'm not disagreeing with you. He will have to beat me again.
I got you.
Right. That's all I'm saying.
But I understand. But at that price point at 4,200,
I get that. I get
15,
that.
If 15 or 18 points, he did his job.
All right, Permar. The answer to your question is either JMO or Golden. I prefer Golden against Dallas. He should have a long one, a 70-yarder touchdown. All right. Give me the stack. Swami says one stack, $100. Who do you have?
I think one of the three of us. And is he frozen, Doc? What the heck's going on with him?
He's being very sexy. He's giving that.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. But
the chairman of the board, look.
I won't be cheesy here and go with the Raiders or the Bears. So I think my stack, believe it or not, I think I'm going to go with the Rams. I think I want Williams and Puka. And maybe, just maybe, coming back the other way with Pittman or Warren. I just feel like that's a stack that I got some interest in.
I like it. I like it a lot. Willie, who's your $100 stack?
Listen, I too love Williams in this matchup. I love Williams. I love Puka. They're locked. Now, and even when I play both the receivers, I'm not playing Stafford. I'm not gonna play him. I'm going with other people. But what I like is I like Daniel Jones and that Mitchell guy that I was telling you about with Warren going against Puka and running on the other side, playing Puka and playing Kyron Williams.
I'm gonna give you a crazy stack. Brock Purdy, Christian McCaffrey, Juwan Jennings. It's my stack. That's my stack, Jack. All right. What is it? Do we do the ass cheeks play of the week? The milk carton guy of the week? What is it? the milk of the ass pick of the week? I can't remember. Who's the guy who's going to disappoint us? Swami.
Trey Tucker. I think is the play to stay away this week. Love him as a player. Trey, you know I love you. Know you're a big fan of the show, but not this week. No thank you.
Willie, who is the milk of ass play of the week?
Oh, listen. I like it. Listen. What's that? The dude for Annapolis. I can't pronounce his name, but I like him.
Oh, AD. No, I'm talking about a bad play.
Actual ass milk.
Yeah, ass milk play of the week.
Don't
play this guy.
Let me see. We got a couple of these. Hold on for a minute. Okay, I'll give you not for the rest of it. Who am I looking at? Who I was telling? Man, that damn.
Don't hurt yourself.
Listen, you go ahead and give yours while I look for one. God.
Mine is Trey Tucker. Mine is Trey Tucker. I'm not playing that dude.
Oh man. Who is Thomas. Thomas for Jacksonville. I'm not playing him.
Brian Thomas, don't play him. Got it. All right.
I'm not playing him.
Balls to the walls call from Willie Walls.
Parker Washington, Strange, and that Adonis, like I told that Adonis Mitchell, I love him. He's the first one.
Swami says,
I think I'm gonna stick with my guy Kyle Pitts. I think nobody's thinking about this guy, and he is probably in play this week. I like his price, and I'm thinking he could be a man of interest. Obviously, some of the other guys we named, Luke, Mitchell, some of those guys, but I think Pitts is somebody who's been overlooked.
I'm gonna say Darnell Mooney and Josh Downs. So it's two guys in that same game. One of us is going to be right because I definitely think it's in those games, whether it's Pitts or Mooney or London, or whether it's AD, Mitchell or Warren or Downs. Something good is going to happen there. Something good is going to happen.
Agreed.
Danger likes Pitts.
See?
And then
I like it, Danger.
E-Week says his single entry is Purdy, Hampton, Henderson, Puka, Parker, Pearsall. A lot of P's there. Warren, McCaffrey.
What Henderson is that? What Henderson?
You got the Saints on that?
Yeah, he's got the Saints. Make some money, light it on fire. Okay. Wait, now one other thing. Permar asked the question, who are you stashing? I'm stashing Luther Burton for sure. Do you like Horton or Coker or neither?
I think Horton is a man of interest. I think Horton is going to
He's going to be good.
Yeah, he's going to be good. I like Horton a lot. I really do.
All right, we are out of here tonight. Tomorrow morning from 7 to 10 a.m. Eastern, I'm on SiriusXM Fantasy Sports Radio. Sunday morning, come to the Discord at drroto.com. Enter the promo code WIN. We'll get you 10% off monthly or seasonal. Come be with us. We're going to help you be a winner, whether it's in DFS, prop betting, or your redraft leagues. Right there. Swami's got it for you. All right. For Dr. Roto, the Great Swame, and Willie Walls, we say be well and
take care.
Thanks for stopping by the office. Get your fantasy prescription by subscribing to the channel and checking out drroto.com. And until the next visit, be well and take care.